Here we are, the end of July. I thought I'd take you on a little bit of a backyard garden tour. This year's been pretty interesting, and the fact that we've had some crazy weather. We had a lot of rain early on, so we've replanted different things, but this is what we got so far. Here we go. We have bell peppers, more bell peppers, and more bell peppers. My husband doesn't do very well with the green ones, so we have what's supposed to be green variety. But we're having a hard time having them turn from green to yellow. But we have some. Turning a little bit. It's stuffed pepper several times this year already. Next we have some Tricked You jalapenos. They're pretty good. They have good flavor. They are not hot. They have good flavor. Been using them for pico stuff. Garden needs lots of work. Needs some weeding, this, that, and the other. And here we have some supposed to be sweet red peppers. Again, we're having a hard time having things turn. Everything's staying green, not turning. And then next we have some more sweet peppers. There's the green one. There is one over there that's trying to turn red on us. Kind of maroon looking. So we need to pick in the next couple days for sure. The best that we have so far, I'm going to say, is our okra. Okra's done really well in this area the last few years. You can see we have a solar screen here up. Keep some of the sun out, and it's really starting to come on now. The okra is really good. Let's see if we can get some in here. Got some itty bitty ones in there, some flowers. Every couple days we're getting probably a mess of okra. These, I believe, are from our seeds from 2024, which those were from our seeds from 2023. This would be crimson spineless. Again, more okra down here, just showing you like how big and thick some of these stalks are. Let me get in here and look. See, that's pretty thick. Pretty thick stalk in there. Showing you my hand, and I don't have small hands, so definitely nice and woody. Next we have our cucumbers. Cucumbers did really well early on. We had a lot of rain and they enjoyed all the water, but right now they're struggle bussing. You got itty bitty pieces here. Several different ones I need to do a little picking, but I have a feeling this weekend I'm going to just pull them all out because they are about spent. I have two little green bean plants. They haven't done great, but I get a couple green beans off of them. Not enough to have a mess by any means, but we pick them and I then snap the ends off of them and snap the peas, and I put them in a freezer container that we put leftover different maybe not scraps, but leftover a little bit of vegetables here, a little bit of meat, a little bit of sauce, and we have what we call a freezer soup, because just freeze it up and then we end up tossing it and just making a soup out of it later. Up next we have tomatoes. Lots of tomatoes. This one plant right here is a volunteer plant. I did not plant this. We had one tomato on it earlier. Bugs did get it, but hopefully, I mean, it's pretty hot, so hopefully it'll flower back out and we'll have some tomatoes come off of it. And the rest, we just have several different tomato plants here. I need to definitely take some time to do some pruning. Different tomato plants there. We had tomato hornworms earlier in this season, I was able to get some of those off, and we keep an eye on them. They haven't completely decimated things, but yeah. So, nice little clump there. Kind of give you an idea of my hand versus that. So those are nice blushing. I'll probably pick those later this evening. Gotta do a little bit of yard mowing. We have a couple tomato plants over there, the cherry variety. Haven't gotten too many tomatoes off of it this year. It's just been really, really wet, or then we just got really hot. And down here, I have a little bit of cilantro. It's super hot. It's not really enjoying it, and it's trying to bolt on me, but we have enjoyed a little bit of fresh cilantro, putting in pico and salsa, this, that, and the other. It's the first time I've really been able to actually grow any. This side's a little more shady and stays a little cooler over here. Next is my sweet basil. I bought this basil plant at a local ag store called Atwoods, and it's one plant. Yes, I need to top it and pick off the flowers, but this one plant, I have more basil than I know what to do with. Weekly, I'm picking and putting on a cookie sheet and letting it dry. I have a whole jar of basil right now. Dried basil. What do you do with your basil? This right here is my parsley. Yeah, it doesn't look very good, but that's because the bushes were bigger than the basil. I've recently cut it back, and I have several strands hanging up in the house drying, so I have some fresh parsley, or dried parsley. But as you can see, I gave it a really good haircut, but it's growing back. These parsley plants, I believe we started out with 4. We planted them in 2024, and they have just come back and been very abundant. We've been very blessed. Next, I have rosemary. Again, I bought 1 rosemary plant. It's done well. I've trimmed some off, and I also have some hanging up drying so that I can have some dried herbs. Probably going to try to make my own Italian seasoning with several of these. What do you use rosemary on? Then we finish out with some tomato plants here. These are my cherry tomatoes. See, they're itty bitty here. We've got a few of them coming in. We got blooms on them. I'm doing okay. Then we have some little volunteer tomatoes that have come up, and we're gonna take those cucumbers out, and we're gonna see if maybe we can keep these alive, stake them up perhaps, and maybe have some fall tomatoes. We'll see. Once upon a time, in a springtime, which seems very, very far away, there was squash in this bed, and there was squash in this bed. As you can see, there's nothing in these beds. The squash bugs came and ate everything. And then I let them die off, obviously. We tried killing them with soap and water, tried drowning them. That didn't do too well, so I just let it die. And I took the torch, the little flamethrower, a hold of them after we pulled stuff up recently. So hopefully they're gone. Hopefully. This is the first year I planted zinnias, and they've turned out very well. They're super cute. Obviously, I need to clip some of the heads off and keep the seeds. I have several seeds already in the house, but that's what I got in my really terrible bed. I'm gonna have to modify that one for next year. 1 compost pile. The other compost pile looks like hot garbage, but wait, you never know what you'll have come out of compost. Look at those peppers in the compost pile. I must have thrown some seeds in here, and we have weeds growing. Yes, we have some weeds, but look at that. It's growing. So we'll have some pepperoncinis. We'll get to throw in some salads. Then we have our aloe vera plants. They're growing. This one I think I need a bigger pot for. It looks a little strange. And they both need some water. So that's July's garden update. This year's motto is we do the best we can with what we got. We get what we get and we don't throw a fit, because every little bit that we get out of this garden helps the grocery bill this summer. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep an eye out for more videos to come.